Hello, so welcome back to Goomad's Coins and Banknotes, and today we're assessing the 1962 Australian sixpence coin. And this is the design that was used from 1955 to 63. Now, the coat of arms side was just put on Australian coins in 1910, and it was used to 1966, so that's 56 years. It was also on the other denominations, but they changed it to the other designs in 1938. Okay, so this one is a 2.83 gram, 90mm in diameter, and the thickness is 1.29 millimeters, or 50% silver. So the current market value is about $5.43 on the 10th of January 2026. So that's basically the minimum you should be paying for it, although some people haven't updated their coin prices, so you can probably get it for at least $1 under that. Okay, so what we have is we have the effigy on one side, and that is the Mary Gillick effigy. In another video I said that was a pageant effigy, but that's the George VI. So we have the motto going around: Elizabeth II, by grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith, whatever faith that is. And on this side we have the coat of arms. So this is the first coat of arms used from, I think, 1908 to 1912. We have the date and the denomination up above. So the coat of arms consists of a red cross with white and then blue lines around. We have white stars in the middle, each of 6 points, and each of those points represents each state. We have 6 shields going around, so they also represent each state. Up the top we have the Federation star, so 1 point for each of the states, and the last point for for all the territories in it. Emu, kangaroo, date, Advance Australia. And here we have some grass down below. Maybe it's wallaby grass. And the other side we have the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II. So this is the front of the coin. Okay, so if you're looking on this side of this coin, what you need to look for is doubling. So that occurs on this coin. It doesn't occur on every year, but this year it does occur. And if we look on the other side, okay, also a double rim beading. Okay, so it looks like the beads are doubled, so it's probably re-engraved beads on both sides. And on this side we have a weak 9, so probably also check the others for weakness. And that's basically it. If there's any errors, please leave a comment down below. This one doesn't seem to have any errors on the actual coin that we are looking for. Okay, let's have a look at the other coin, see if we can find one. Okay, the next coin we have, so we look at the date first. Date's pretty full. The 2, yeah, the 2 looks a bit funny. Okay. Looks like it might be slightly filled, but not really that much to actually make it worth looking at. Okay, let's have a look at the fonts. So the fonts are the same. Oh yeah, the fonts look the same. So look at the fonts, because sometimes there could be a different type of font system used, and that means the way they've used the numerals. Okay, yeah, I don't see any errors on that coin. This one's probably in very fine condition. Some people probably say EF, but I reckon it's got too much wear to be EF. So really, if you want to get it in very fine, pretty much bullion, all these are just basically bullion value coins. Okay, look at the beads. The beads doubled. Might be. Those beads look a bit weird, but because these were minted in Australia, they did have a problem with minted coins anyway. And this one looks like a bit circulated, but the actual kangaroo here looks like it's a bit faint. So if we get another coin in better condition, Look at the kangaroo. Yeah, you can, even with that wear, that section, so this section is actually protected by the higher points from wear. But I'm missing a lot of detail here on the coin, so I reckon that's probably just a die feel. And also the leg is quite weak. The back leg at the back. So I'm going to class that as an error. And also, is there anything else that we could find on that? No, but that's just not really an important error. It's just really curiosity for yourself. Okay, let's have a look at the other coin. See if that's just an artifact of wear. Okay, you can see a lot of the features of Queen Elizabeth II have been worn off, but they're the high points. But no, here we have a strong strike there. So I don't think it's an artifact of wear. The beads doubled. No, I don't see anything doubling on that. This one also, yeah, strong on the actual design. No faint 9, no doubling. How about the beads? These beads look longer. It's probably just an artifact of wear as well. Okay, this side's okay. This one, yeah, the kangaroo's also fine. 9, 6, no. And look at the beads as well. Beads look okay to me. On this side, no, beads look okay. Nothing I can see on that one. The last coin we have also, it's pretty much the same. Okay, but the beads look a bit elongated, so that might be the doubling that they're looking at. So if we look at the beads on this side, yeah, they look like those beads are doubled. So compared to the beads on the coin underneath. So let's have a look at this side. Okay, yeah, that's definitely doubled. So that's what you're looking for in the doubling on the beads. So these ones, so in the background, these beads look oval. These ones look round. So it looks like egg, oval, round. So that's basically the doubling that we're looking for. Okay, and it says it's very scarce. So anyway, that's 2 out of 6. So let's have a look at these two coins again. So it looks like we've got the doubling on some of the beads, not all of them. They look a bit different on each of these coins. On this side we have the weakness in the kangaroo, which is probably just a die fill in front of it, and looks like we've got elongated beads as well going around. Anyway, okay, so this is the specifications of the actual coin. You can look it up on the MSD yourself. So the only thing we're looking for here is the actual mintage, which is 44,816,000, and the bullion value on this day, the 10th of the 1st, 2026, is $5.43. Now using the inflation calendar calculator, 1962, a sixpence can buy $10.67 worth of goods, say, in the supermarket. And I reckon that's about double now. Now if you want to buy one of these, we have old items, and you can see a lot of them, so about $4, $5.50 bullion. You say a lot of them are actually going for lower than that, so a lot of people are not updating their prices. Or yeah, no, even if you buy this for like $2 5 years ago, and you flog it off for like $5 now, and even with inflation you're going to lose money. So as you can see, you can still get them for quite a low price. So people are saying, oh, people are paying a premium on the bullion value, but you know, you go to eBay, you can pick them up for nearly half of whatever the bullion value is. Okay, then we got $5, whole group of 4. Yeah, personally I wouldn't sell them for that. But anyway, you can actually look them up and see what you get on the actual site. Okay, now one thing I like to do is look at Australia in 1962 on Wikipedia. It's actually a good site. Population 10,742,000 and change. And the Prime Minister is Robert Menzies. He was a fairly long-lived Prime Minister. And we have all these other people here, which most people probably have no idea who the hell they are. Okay, important, not really that important. Australian Ballet was founded. Okay, so this one I never heard about it, but the Expressway, what is that? Yeah, so this would have been important for connectivity of Sydney, the hellhole that we know it as. Okay. Okay, aerobatic vampire jets, old type of jet. Okay, it doesn't look like Goldman school strikes. Okay, it was an education strike in New South Wales, where in response to demand for the installation of extra toilets at a local Catholic primary school, the local community closed down these schools and sent the children to the government schools. The Catholic Church declared they had no money to install extra toilets. Nearly 1,000 children turned up to be enrolled locally, and the state schools were unable to accommodate them. Yeah, and then they gave more funding to state schools. Okay, NBN television opens in New South Wales. When? In Wollongong? I think that's it. Okay, these sound like country televisions, I don't know what they are. Sports, so really nothing much really happened. Then we had some people who were born. Ross Bates, don't know. Probably a musician. Dave McCone, died 1999. Okay, let's have a look. What's this one? Okay, that's the actual jet. Has New Zealand markings. British fighter jet. Okay, 3,268 were built. NBN. It's got the 9 logo. Okay. 9 network. Former affiliations. Okay. Yep, it's still going. When he's still going, I note that. Okay, it's founded. Okay. David was an Australian musician. He was a singer-songwriter, the Triffids. I've heard of them. Black Eyed Susans. Okay. So you might have actually know. He passed away in Melbourne. Where I am now? 36. Oh, that's really too young to die. And struggle with alcohol, drug abuse. Okay, heart condition. Yep. Okay, involved in the car crash. In a few days later. Okay, so there you go. Then I was looking up bloody clouds. Okay, so the value of these are going to go up and down depending on the silver price, because most of these are actually bullion, and you can actually get a lot of these coins that are in high grade, even uncirculated, because with a high mintage, a lot of these would have kept in reserve just in case the 1966 changeover didn't occur and they needed these coins, or there was an extra demand. So a lot of these were probably still in coin rolls when the changeover occurred. And the new coin was just a copper nickel coin, which doesn't go up in value except for the actual metal value, which is probably about 2 or 3 cents currently. Anyway, thank you very much. Have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time, and take care.